Hello everyone and welcome to day 49 of my 90-day personal challenge to create positive videos. Today is day 13 of my relationship series and I have a question for you, Bill. Yes, I do. Are you a fake it or feel it kind of person in the relationship and dating world? What do I mean by that? Well, before we even start and before you feel judged, let me let you know that this is Switzerland. There's no judgment here if you're a fake it person or a feel it person. The score is the same. You might even be straight down the middle and the score is still 100%. So let's dive in and see what the heck I'm even talking about. What is a fake it kind of person? A fake it kind of person is a person that acts other than their true self in order to get their needs met. Needs like sex, emotional needs, financial needs. This kind of behavior outside of your true authentic self is usually derived from a sense of insecurity or a lack of self-confidence or some kind of pressure or tension you're feeling in your life. A feel it kind of person, on the other hand, is a person that is pretty connected to themselves. They're living in a very authentic space. They're not feeling a need to have their needs met from someplace other than themselves. And so they engage in the dating and relationship world as an experience. They want to feel what it is that the dynamic brings out in them and out in the other. And they want to kind of go on that adventure. Now, again, I want to say neither side is wrong. And you can even be a little bit down the middle. You can be fake in some areas and authentic in other areas. But my point and intention here is to show you why we do what we do. Let's go back to the fake it person. And this is, I'm going to say, so much of society. We play a role out in the dating and relationship realm in order to get our needs met. Needs like feelings of companionship, feelings of connection, and you have loneliness, and so you want that need to be met. Or you have some kind of financial need, or you have a high sexual drive. And instead of going inward and exploring more of yourself and dealing with the stresses and the insecurities that go along with that energy, you just want to get this need met. I want to say that that's not a bad thing, because a lot of times these needs that we have internally can get in the way of seeing ourselves and seeing perspective properly. Sometimes there are circumstances in life where the tension and the pressure just feels too much and we want to get that relieved. And a lot of times that can come from sex, or it might be having an emotional connection, or it might be somebody giving us a bunch of money. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And when we get that pressure relieved from our lives, a lot of times that will bring clarity within us and help us to see better. I'm going to say this is the classic one night stand. How many times, or have you ever, I'm not really this kind of person, but I've heard stories that you had a one night stand and you just went crazy to have sex with someone or find the person that you could have sex with and feel good. And then you woke up and all of a sudden you're like, well, this isn't the person I want to be with, but now I need to get away and figure out my life. You feel that tension relieved. You feel better about yourself, maybe not about what you just did, but some of that pressure got taken care of and now you're ready to face the world again. Or have you ever been in a circumstance where you just met with someone and you talked with them and you dressed sexy and did whatever you needed to do in order to get their emotions in the moment with you so that you would feel better and you would feel that emotional intimacy that would make you feel less lonely and then feel more ready to conquer the world the next day. But this really isn't the person you want to be with. I'm just saying, maybe you've never done this. Maybe you don't know anybody that's ever done this. I'm saying it's something we as humans do, and it's fake, and it's a separate part of ourselves. We behave the way the world looks like they want us to behave in order for us to get our needs met, even though it's not the most fulfilling. This serves us because, again, when we have our immediate needs met, a lot of times that clears the space and the tension and the pressure from our lives and helps us to see things with a better perspective. Imagine like a pressure cooker. It builds up until it gets to a certain point. It needs to release. Once it released, then the food is ready. Yay! And you get to partake in it. This would be life. The food would be life. Once you release that pressure, a lot of times life can be simpler. It can be viewed with clarity and more confidence. Okay, let's go to the other side of the coin, into the feel it kind of person and feel it kind of behavior in the dating and relationship world. The feeling kind of person is one that's really more connected with who they are. It's a real authenticity. It's an authentic energy. You meet a person and you're really meeting the person in front of you. Instead of seeing them as an object of sex or emotional satisfaction or a financial relief, you see the person that you're engaging with. You're attracted to the things in their personality that really stimulate something inside of you, or they detract you and say, whoa, this is not the kind of experience I'm enjoying or ever want to have again. You kind of dive into the dating and relationship realm with a lot of freedom and adventure. You have a lot of passion and authenticity to give. You have a lot of inspiration, curiosity, and you'll feel an openness to discovering what can develop between these two energies. That's the free kind of side of behavior in relationship and dating world. Do you see where the two are a little bit different? One, the fake kind of behavior is coming from a feeling of lack and insecurity and fear many times. It's getting your emotional needs and your physical needs met from the outside world, whereas the feel it kind of person has all of their needs met from the inside and now wants to explore more freely on the outside. Now, again, I want to say both sides, fake it and feel it, are 100% perfect. You can't do this wrong. But the reason I wanted to talk about being fake and being a feel it kind of person is to help us understand where in your life you're at right now, and to help you understand what it is that you're doing and the behaviors that are occurring from there. If you're a person that every time stress occurs in your life, or you feel lonely, or you feel insecure, you turn into the relationship realm and the dating realm to get that need met instead of dealing with your emotions and your fears and your insecurities, you're going to keep going on a hamster wheel that's going to become less and less satisfied. You're also then going to objectify other people, and men and women included, and you're going to never meet the person in front of you, but you're going to meet the need inside of you through them. Now, this may be very transactional and it may work for a while, but in the end, at the end of the day, it's going to be very superficial and probably not meet your deepest needs and make you feel like you have a less unfulfilled life. Life will lose its excitement and energy and stimulation, and instead you might feel a little bit trapped, and you might feel like you've settled for your own life. This is where energy gets drained for many people. This is where depression develops, anxiety develops, and a lack of inspiration and energy for life gets lost right here. However, the other side of it, the feel it kind of person, is an area of behavior that we can continuously grow in. You don't have to make a huge leap into the feel it kind of dating world and relationship world behavior. You can take it step by step. As you start to take the time to discover yourself and fill your own needs through your struggles in life, then you will start to fill that void and see the evidence of how you are 100% the resource for your own life. I am going to say, whether it is a sexual need, an emotional need, a financial need, or some other need, you have the power to satisfy yourself. Now, I can go a little bit deeper on this. I would probably do this in one-on-one coaching, not in the video realm, because it goes really, really, really deep. But having your needs met in a free space, when you've gotten the intimacy that you're truly desiring in life, the intimacy, the connection, the companionship, and the fulfillment, when you discover yourself as that resource and allow these emotions, these difficult insecurities and uncomfortable feelings to pass through you, and you discover that you're okay and that you are whole and complete within yourself, then you are the source of your own freedom. And when you go out into the world, in the relationship world, in the dating world, you can see it more as an adventure instead of as some kind of object you need to attain in order to feel free and loved. When you go out as a feeling kind of person, you're very open and stimulated to life's experiences. You have passion, you have energy, you have excitement, you have curiosity, you have just so much to offer, and you're like studious about what the experience is going to bring. Now, as much excitement this may seem to some people, this might be very scary for others. In the the fake it kind of world, this is very satisfying and comfortable for many people because in this space, you don't have to show a lot of emotion. It can be very transactional and you don't want to go into the deeper spaces of life. If you struggle with issues of intimacy and showing emotion, it's okay. As long as you're being honest, I mean, that's what I would ask. As long as you're being honest in the deeper issues and you're kind of letting the other person know like, hey, baby, I'm here to see you, but I'm really not serious about a relationship, like kind of behaving like a peacock, but kind of letting them know you're not really wanting anything deeper than what a peacock can give. You know what I'm saying, people? Then do that. Do that. Why not do that? We all as humans have needs to be met. And if you can do that in an honest and open way, even though you're playing a role, there's an energy that can be attractive. I mean, how many of us women and men like to be around the opposite sex just to feel their energy? It doesn't necessarily mean we want to be with the other person. We just like what their energy brings in the moment. And so if that satisfies you and you can do that in the most honest way, then do it. The other side is a little bit more deeper and dangerous. The authenticity, the feel it side of behavior in dating and relationships is more wild. There's a lot of unknown here. But the opportunity here is to continuously detach from the need of the outside world to fill a void for you and instead enjoy the adventure of it. There's so much more freedom in this space, and you can have a little bit of both and work your way into the feel it space if you want to, or stay into the fake it place if that makes you feel better. Whatever the choice is, it's yours. You have freedom. And I just want you to connect maybe with where you might fit in this realm, and then to accept and feel confidence with who that is and the decisions that you make in the dating and the relationship world. Anyway, well, you probably already know I'm totally a feel it kind of girl. I can't fake it. And so if you're looking for a feel it kind of girl, I'm your girl, and I am accepting applications. If you like this video, please leave your comments in the section below and subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, so you can share it with your friends. Anyhow, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you see something beautiful. And I hope that the most beautiful thing you see today is who? Yes, you. I'll see you on the next video.